Look, the job market is brutal right now. Companies are getting hundreds of applications for a single position, and you need an edge. Now, I've analyzed a bunch of Google certificates. After all, Coursera has thousands of courses, and I'm gonna show you the 7 best ones that will boost your resume instantly. But here's the deal. I'm not just gonna list some random certs and call it a day. I'm gonna tell you exactly how each one helps your resume, the real salary numbers behind each one, and why employers actually care about these. So if you appreciate me making this type of content, let me know by gently tapping that like button, and let's jump into it right now. Now, quick obligatory disclaimer, the salary figures I mentioned come from sources like Glassdoor. These are average estimates, not guarantees. Your actual salary can vary depending on your experience, location, the company you work for, and many other factors. Use these numbers as a general guide, not a promise of what you'll earn, and always do your own research. Number 1 that we're gonna go over is the Google Project Management Certificate. Now, I love project management because it's a skill set that works in just about any industry, just about any business out there, and it actually transfers to a lot of other careers as well. And this particular certificate is a great way to boost your resume instantly. Now, Google's brand plus a portfolio of real project management artifacts is a winning combination. And this signals planning and execution skills to employers. Plus, it connects you to Google's 150 company employer consortium. And this covers Agile, Scrum, and Waterfall methodologies. And don't worry if you don't know what those are, you will once you get done with it, and you'll definitely need to know if you want to be a project manager or some sort of career that involves project management. And it also covers stakeholder communication, risk management, scheduling, and many other skills. Now, project coordinators make around $60,000 to $95,000 a year, according to Glassdoor. And this person landed a project management role at an electrical engineering company 1 month after finishing the cert. And he said, I landed a job with an electrical engineering company as a project manager about a month later. And these skills transfer across just about any industry. So really like this one. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10. Strong brand plus broad applicability. And it loses only 1 point because there are many project management roles out there that require the CAPM or PMP or a bunch of experience. With that being said, this one goes along great if you decide to get the CAPM or PMP.
Hey guys, in the editing process right now, but quick pause to give you a special deal from Coursera. So Coursera is launching its promo offer, and this is where learners will get access to thousands and thousands of courses, and all of this for
40% off for 3 months.
Details are on the screen and you can check it out. So it's going to be down in the description as well as the pinned comment below. So go down there to check it out. But anyways, back to the video.
All right, number 2 is the Google Data Analytics Certificate. Now, here's how this boosts your resume. It positions you as data literate, which in the modern day is basically being literate because data is everywhere. It's the new oil or gold. It's the most important thing that every company uses. And it also gives you portfolio projects showing end-to-end analytics skills. So this teaches data cleaning, analysis, visualization with R, SQL, Tableau, and AI-assisted workflows. Data analysts make $71,000 to $120,000 a year. Now, this person finished in August, a recruiter reached out, and they signed an offer. And every company on the planet is trying to be data-driven right now. And most are failing because they don't have people who understand data. And even if they do have people who understand data, even fewer people can actually communicate it to other people who don't understand data. And that's what data analytics is all about. And with this on your resume, you're positioning yourself as the solution to their problem. So I'm gonna give this one a 9.5 out of 10. I think this one is absolutely phenomenal. I think there's a lot of opportunities opening up in many different industries. And it's going from you being a data analyst to you being a specialized data analyst now, meaning you specialize in a certain career path or a certain industry. And that's what this career is moving towards, which means there's a lot of opportunities just about no matter what career you're in right now or what industry you're currently in. So you can tack this on top of whatever you're already doing, and it's incredible for your career. All right, number 3 is the Google IT Support Certificate. This was the number 1 original professional certificate that started it all, the very first one that Google hosted on Coursera. And the reason they did this is because there were certain skills that they needed badly, and college and traditional education was not providing those skills to the job market. So what they do? They decided to just freaking do it themselves. They decided to provide the education themselves and tell you exactly what companies like themselves need right now. So this is a fast track into entry-level tech roles. And IT is one of the easiest ways to get an entry-level tech job. For instance, the IT help desk role. And it even aligns with gold standard certifications like the CompTIA A+. You could also go for roles like IT support specialist. They make about $56,000 to $89,000 a year. And one person got a help desk job within a month after completing the cert. And honestly, it's pretty easy. Now, it's a little bit harder to get remote jobs, but there's a lot of remote opportunities and in-person opportunities in IT. And once you get a few years of experience, you're pretty much good to go at that point. I'm gonna rate this one a 9.5 out of 10. With that being said, it's best if you pair it with other IT certs. All right, next one is the Google UX Design Certificate. I am gonna say this one is much harder to get a job than a lot of the other ones on the list, but I did wanna provide one that is for my artistic people out there. UX design is basically making software, websites, etc., as user-friendly as possible. And UX designers make $82,000 to $149,000 a year. Now, with this one, you have to have an absolute killer portfolio to get a job as a UX designer. Because as you can imagine, there's a lot of people who want to get paid close to 6 figures or even 6 figures doing art for a living, right? There's a lot of people who want that. And so it is very competitive. You do have to have a great portfolio, and that's going to take a while. This cert on its own will almost certainly not get you the job. However, it can help you to get a job, and it can help you to start your portfolio. Then you build an even better portfolio, and then you can get a job, right? So I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. I still think it's really good though. Next one is the Google IT Automation with Python certificate. So anything automation related is super hot right now, and this boosts your resume and it demonstrates automation ability. Now, of course, you can mix automation with AI because AI is the other one that's really hot. But yeah, automation is incredible. System admins, for instance, make about $89,000 to $138,000 a year, and there's a lot of automation involved in that. And it covers more than just Python, and you can get a shareable certificate from Google upon completion. This one is especially good, I'd say, if you're already in IT and you want to tack on some automation skills and, you know, basically level up, get a raise, get a better job. I'm going to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's great. It also pairs super well with CompTIA certs like A+ or Network+, and it gives you broader IT credibility. Next one is the Google Cybersecurity Certificate. And yeah, cybersecurity is super hot. I mean, if you have great cybersecurity skills, you're just never going to have to worry about jobs. And this one can really boost your resume. It can get you started in the industry. Now, this covers SOC fundamentals, threat detection, incident response, SIEM tools, Linux, SQL, and Python. And it even bridges to the Security Plus certification, which is the CompTIA cert. Now, you'll notice I keep mentioning CompTIA over and over again, and that's because CompTIA, when it comes to certifications, is the gold standard. And a lot of these Google certs actually pair really well with those CompTIA certifications. Now, cybersecurity analysts make about $98,000 to $165,000 a year, and one person uses to prep and pass Security Plus, then move to an SOC analyst role. And yeah, cybersecurity is exploding right now. It's hotter than ever. Of course, the whole job market is suffering right now, so it's a bit harder to get jobs than it usually is. But yeah, cybersecurity is still a super valuable skill set. Every company is getting hacked. In fact, I think this recently happened to a company that I gave my information to, which kind of sucks. But yeah, they're desperate for people who are good at it. I'm going to give this one an 8.5 out of 10 rating. I think it's an excellent starting point, but at the same time, you do need Security Plus or hands-on experience to land most roles. All right, the next one is the Google Business Intelligence Certificate. So I really like this one. It really prepares you for a role such as like a business intelligence analyst. It's kind of like data analytics, but specifically more for the business side of things, so the actual money-making side. And a business intelligence analyst, they make around $92,000 to $147,000 a year. So they're very well compensated. And this basically bridges ad hoc analysis to executive-ready reporting. So this helps you especially take that data and report it to executives and normal people who aren't data geniuses in a way that makes sense to them. And this is a skill that many companies lack. And this teaches data modeling, pipelines, dashboards, and storytelling for BI roles. And one person said, I did 3 projects thanks to it, and I landed a job as a business intelligence analyst. So really like this one. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. And also check out this video right here where I go over the Google certificate tier list.